and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this travel cup sleeve. We have this pattern piece here which is available on my website Blaze Faith Apparel. It's free of charge, it's based around this Starbucks holder. The only difference is it's a lot taller and longer so that you won't burn your hands at all. It's brilliant and it's double-sided, so you cut one main, one lining and one wadding. When I say main and lining, I mean any fabrics that you like. They don't have to be a particular type of fabric. I mainly use cotton fabrics for these type of projects and they're fantastic for scraps, but you can use two lovely fabrics because it's going to be, you can turn it inside out, it's double-sided. And the wadding is used inside. Here we have a 5cm squared box which is there for you to mark and check that you've printed correctly. When printing out this pattern piece, make sure your machine is set to scale and 100%. This is an A4 piece of paper, and if you follow those instructions it should print perfectly, and that box there is just there for you to check. Now cut out your pattern piece as your template. And here we have all of our pattern pieces, one of a main fabric, one of another main or lining fabric, and one fleecing fabric. Now we place the two main fabrics or main and lining right sides together, matching up the seams like this, and then on top of one of the fabrics we pop the fleecing or wadding, matching up all of the seams. Now pin down the top curved edge all the way along the seam. And pin in place the bottom edge. On this seam we are going to pin 3 centimeters down from the start of the seam, so here, and do the same at the end of the stitch. So we are just going to pin this small section here in the middle in place. Use a 1 centimeter seam allowance and stitch both of the seams in place. Remember to only stitch this section here. Now we're going to trim back the wadding close to the seam around 0.2 millimeters. And repeat the same step for the other side. Now we are turning everything the right way around. Make sure that you turn it with the main piece of fabrics facing outwards, so the wadding is inside. Flatten down all of the edges. You can also press this section if you would like. Here we are going to pin the two open edge sections together, so fold the sleeve in half and pin these parts in place. We are going to pin all the way around this section, matching the centre seams like there, so when we turn it the right side out everything matches nicely. Now stitch this seam down using your 1 centimeter seam allowance. Trim down any extra seam allowance and cut back your threads. Now pull on both sides of the loop and all the wadding will be inside. Here we are going to fold in the open edge seams and pin in place, matching all of the seams as we go along to make it nice and neat. We are going to stitch the opening closed, but continue round and top stitch the whole outside of the opening here. So all the way round using a 0.2mm seam. And trim back any of your excess threads, and now we are going to do the exact same top stitching on the other side. We're going to press down the edge, make sure everything's nice and flat and neat before we top stitch. Use the same allowance of 0.2mm to stitch this in place. I'll cut back any of your excess threads, and here is our finished double-sided coffee sleeve. And this is how my one looks, and I hope you enjoyed making this sleeve here. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos, and you can follow me at Blaze Faith Apparel on Instagram, and keep subscribing and watching for more videos. Thank you and have a lovely day.